The 5th season came out in September, and now we're waiting for the confirmation of the 6th. I can assure you that this one will surpass all others. I have some really interesting news to share with you, so please bear with me until the very end. Burgers? Now it's cold. The windows have been shut. Okay, I can't eat a burger that's cold. For Johnny Lawrence and Daniel LaRusso, the previous season marked the beginning of an exciting new era. Going along with them on their journey to oust Terry Silver was picked Taguchi, the Karat youngster, to lowlife turned legend. And one thing is for certain, this Karat saga is far from over. Anyway, we can only talk about the previous seasons and the plans for future projects while the creators are working on the show's future. Cobra Kai defied many fans' expectations when it first debuted on YouTube Red in 2018. Fans of Karate Kid were reminded of Johnny Lawrence and Daniel LaRusso by the show, which also introduced a slew of new characters they would fall in love with. The series never really caught on until it moved to Netflix in 2020. Since then, though, it has become one of the most celebrated and popular titles on the streaming service, thanks to all the teen angst and the return of beloved characters. And, naturally, this, still shining like new. Will Johnny and Daniel not have a bromance with each other? A family besides him and I. Are you kidding? Probably not the usual kind. No, not at all. I mean, you two have Season 5 to help bring down Cobra Kai shortly after the finale of Season 4. Miguel made the decision to travel to Mexico in search of his real father, and Daniel turned to his old foe Chosen. The first 2 episodes revolve around multiple plotlines. Miguel's search for his father by Johnny and Robbie, Miguel's search for his father by Miguel, Chosen moving in with the LaRusso family by Terry Silver, Terry Silver's massive expansion of Cobra Kai, and Sam trying to rediscover herself after losing the All-Valley tournament. This season has seen everything. New alliances, betrayals, shocking revelations, a lot of karate fights, and, of course, the return of familiar faces. Cobra Kai has always been charming, and this time was no exception. Season 5 was successful in balancing its ever-expanding cast. The road trip that Roddy and Johnny took included some of the series' funniest moments as well as some of the most moving scenes of the season. On the other hand, Marihuana takes Miguel to some unexpected and more mature locations. Season 5 went in a slightly different direction than the previous seasons, which focused more on teenage drama. 02 59.710. Speaker 1 it focused more on adults, which is something I can't fault. Zapka and Macchio's chemistry was at an all-time high. If you haven't already, you should follow Terry Silver's lead and press the like button. Terry Silver remains a threatening presence, and Griffith is the only person who can better convey this. This guy does a fantastic job of playing a character that you either love or hate. He even manages to pose a threat that is even greater than Kreese's own. We also learned what is going on inside of his head and whether he will always be the cruel sensei or if he will one day be redeemed. Yeah. The 6th season has not been officially confirmed. Cobra Kai Season 6 is definitely on our radar, even if we have to wait a few months for an official release date. That was sufficient for me, as John Hurwitz confirmed. In his most recent interview with Variety, he stated, "After a long day shooting another Netflix project, Obliterated, the conversation frequently turns to Cobra Kai." These remarks, whether made by him or Ralph Macchio, who stated, "We're feeling pretty good that we'll get to continue the show and allow it to evolve and land where it needs to," were made in reference to the show. The next season is expected to be out in late 2023 or early 2024, according to most predictions. All of this is even more exciting given that the majority of the cast members from the previous season are returning. Without Ralph Macchio and William Zabka, Cobra Kai would not exist. As a result, it has been established that Johnny Lawrence and Daniel LaRusso will be returning, but we may also see some brand new cast members this time around. In all seriousness, Martin Kove will press the subscribe button and the notification bell. After his dramatic escape from jail in the Season 5 finale, Martin Kove will play Kreese much more heavily this time around. Quote, "Kreese, who makes his escape at the very end, is the only person who might cause trouble." Hurwitz stated that there is plenty of drama to be had. Thomas Ian Griffith may have died tragically in Season 5, but with a character of his means and determination, you never know.